Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you for downloading the premier Geek podcast, Ozzy and the Freak Talk Geek. I'm Ozzy.
And I'm the Freak. And this is our 2024 recap video. It's 2025, but we're talking about 2024.
And to be fair, the Freak and I haven't spoken a couple of weeks, so we're just going to catch up.
We took a little time off, spend some time with the holidays with the friends and families and everything like that, and kind of put the side work, to the side just for a little bit.
Right. Um, Hopefully you enjoyed our Christmas episode. I know I did. And I'm looking forward to episodes we got coming up for 2025.
We still have a whole bunch of stuff that we originally mentioned we were going to be talking about, like our show topics, and we got a lot of them that we never even talked about or mentioned.
No, and I think it's fantastic. We still have a lot to go through.
Yeah.
Some stuff that we already wanted to discuss. And also with this new year coming up, a lot of new things are going to be coming up. A lot of new movies that are coming out that I want to discuss with you, that I'm looking forward to. So a lot of new TV shows and whatever heck else pops up throughout the year. So we'll get to all of our topics eventually, where we're going to be begging you guys, our listeners, for topics. But yeah, this episode is just our first of 2025, and we wanted to catch up, talk about some of our favorite memories or some of our favorite things from 2024, and some of the things that we're looking forward to for 2025.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going over like different stuff that we were talking about. I know one of them we have to wait for a specific movie to come out. The Last Ronin.
Yeah,
So I think
is that slated to come out next year?
I don't know when it's slated to come out, to be honest with you.
I don't even know when they're going to start production on that.
But we can look this up.
Yeah, sure, why not?
October release. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last of the Ronin will be released theatrically October 1st, 2025 by Paramount Pictures. The release date commemorates the 5th anniversary of the comic's first issue.
Nice. Okay,
that's pretty cool. So fingers crossed, October 1st this year, we'll get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode and movie. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed.
Right.
Like a lot of things get.
A lot of things getting and will get pushed, but we'll keep that penciled in. I know I'm looking forward to that. I loved reading the comics. Excited to see what they will do live action.
Yeah. I've yet to read any of the Ronins.
Bro.
I know. I'm slacking on a lot of stuff here, man. There's a lot of reading. I've still got all my books that I'm trying to read. I read Wicked.
Did you finish it?
Count? Yeah, I finished it like weeks ago.
Nice, dude.
Like the wife started it. She was asked, and it was weird. One day, all of a sudden, out of the blue, I'm driving to work, and she's texting me all these freaking questions and comments and stuff talking about fucking Wicked. And finally, I'm sitting here, and I'm like an hour goes by before it even dawns on me, and I realize, and she mentions it, that she's listening to it on Audible.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, holy crap, she's actually listening to it. Because she's talking about stuff. She's talking about the tower and religious stuff and everything. And I'm like, wait a minute. We didn't really go into all of that on the episode. So I'm like, you're talking about stuff we didn't talk about in the episode. It took me way longer than it should have to figure out that she was reading the damn book.
That's amazing, dude. Well, hey, speaking of Wicked, that was one of my favorite things that happened in 2024. Not only the Wicked movie coming out, which was absolutely phenomenal, but doing our first triple cast with author and artist Tim.
Yeah, that was awesome, and that was our biggest video of all year.
Is it really?
750 views.
Did it beat out Beetlejuice?
Oh yeah, Beetlejuice was. I got this all pulled up right now, so we can look back on this. Beetlejuice got 178 views.
Whoa.
And Wicked got 750, with 98.8% of them being positive likes. We got 82 likes and 1 dislike.
That is amazing, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for enjoying that. We really do appreciate that.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. So that's a great thing. So part of what happened in 2024 was starting this podcast,
Hmm.
connecting with you visually so I can see you every day again. Um, and talking with you once a week has been amazing. It's another one of my favorite things that's happened in 2024. Starting this podcast finally.
It has been a blast. I mean, it's been a rough year. It really has. It's had its ups and downs, and it's been rough. You know, a little bit on both of us on both of our ends. You know, we've gone through some stuff personally that we don't really talk about our personal life here. This is for us to ignore all the crap in our life and just kind of bro out on nerd shit and stuff that we like and we're looking forward to. You know,
And
this just a way of getting past all the other crap for a little while.
I like to think of this as like a place where we can express and share the things that personally make us happy. Well,
Yeah.
outside of family and outside of friends, but like what the outside stimulus that makes us happy.
Yeah,
Um,
this is our safe space.
yes,
This is our bubble.
enjoy these four walls.
Yep, 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 yep. And it sucks too because as we've mentioned this a couple of times. We are not obviously in the same room. We're not in the same subdivision, city, or even state. We are states away from each other. Only a couple, but still. So, which is mainly the reason we got the two boxes and not two awesome dudes in a cool room.
Right.
So,
But hopefully in
may,
February we can do this and we can be in the same room.
hopefully we're really pushing and hoping. We're going to be moving in February to another location. Um, Pretty much kind of your old stomping grounds in a way there for a little
Mm-hmm.
while. We're moving over towards that area, and I'll tell you, it's stressful. It is stressful. Some people enjoy moving. Some people enjoy house hunting. I'm not one of those people. I loathe it. I hate it. And one of the worst things to do is that when I moved over to the next place, the next chapter of our life, when we move, I'm gonna have to find new Chinese food restaurants, bro.
Oh,
I
but
mean,
wait,
that's gonna
are any of the ones still exist from when I was there?
shit. I don't even know. So much of that area has populated. There's buildings everywhere that I don't even recognize or never seen before. The Barry Center, the Barry Stadium. Do you remember that place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was actually working on that place. Spent like 4 years over there, and there's so much stuff around it that I didn't even realize I was right next to it until I looked over and saw it. I was just, man, people need to just calm down a little bit. There's just so much stuff popping up everywhere, man. It's
And
like,
it's
oh,
spreading.
here's a plot. Let's build something. It's really small. Fuck it. Put a Starbucks.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I guess.
We got a Starbucks. We got a new Thai restaurant. How about a nail salon? Be all right.
Yeah, yeah. Just whatever it is, throw it over there. People will go. If you build it, they will come.
This is true, man.
Somebody took that a little much too much to heart.
Oh, sure, man. Look, I worked in the industry for a time. I'll say worked in the industry. So I used to work for U-Haul, like, very briefly,
Yeah.
years ago. And there's one thing I realized answering the phones there and working for a truck rental service. Okay, nobody enjoys moving. Nobody has a good time moving.
There's somebody out there.
It
There's somebody out there that
sucks
enjoys it.
for everybody, dude. It sucks. You're packing up your entire life and
Hmm.
moving it. Nobody enjoys that shit.
Yep.
Nobody
And
wants to do that shit. And every time, and if they, well, at least if they have to go through U-Haul, they got to do it themselves.
yeah. And that's the thing. That's a fun thing about U-Haul. Okay. If you want to drive big rigs or big trucks and everything like that, you got to get a CDL license to drive these big ass trucks and everything, box trucks and all this other stuff. U-Haul? Nope. Any fucking person with a license can just go to and rent a giant ass U-Haul moving truck with no experience whatsoever.
Hmm.
Jesus,
Dude, I
that's
moved
crazy.
when we moved up here.
Uh-huh.
I had the biggest box truck they could have. I can't remember. It was like the 48 footer, no, the
Yeah, you
50
can't make
foot
like
long,
4 or 5 trips over there.
the longest one, right? Got the longest one, and had my Jeep trailered on the back of it,
Oh,
and,
man.
and drove all the way up here. Okay,
Yeah.
turned around, did it again the next weekend.
So you had to do 2 trips?
2 trips in the biggest U-Haul, carrying
Man.
my car behind it all the way up those winding hills in the mountains
Uh-huh.
in the middle of the freaking night.
Jeez. Damn. So the worst time I ever had is when I moved home from or moved to and back from Colorado hauling a trailer. That was fun, but jeez, man, I couldn't imagine that. I didn't know that you made multiple trips.
Yeah, the second trip was by myself. I loaded up everything I could in that truck, everything I could by myself in one day,
Nope.
all by myself. Filled it up, went and picked up my car because I left it at the U-Haul lot.
Uh-huh.
Attached it to the truck, and went and came back up here. Dude, I was
Damn.
so tired, so delirious in that drive, man. That we had this lamp that's like shaped like a palm tree, and it was like really
Uh-huh.
big.
Yeah.
And I was asked to take special care of that lamp because it was really fragile. So I put it in the passenger seat. Right when I get through Dallas, I just start talking to the lamp, dude. I started talking Creole to the lamp too. I was like, "Hey
Yeah.
there, Shad, where you going now? Come on, let's get on through Dallas, and we're gonna be all right." Bro,
Oh
I was so
man.
tired. It's so exhausting, man. But
I've
but the end result though was we moved up here. Absolutely gorgeous up here. I love it where we are. So I'm happy about that. But doing it, the planning, getting there, it sucks, man. Once you're
yeah.
moved in though, you'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah, I'll bet. The worst experience I ever had driving like that, man, was we did a pipeline job from Colton, California to Yuma, Arizona. Oh no, from Yuma, Arizona to Colton, California. And after that, my boss told me that we had to turn around and then drive to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. We
Oh,
literally went from
across
the
country.
West Coast all the way to the East Coast only to get there and the job cancel. And my boss was like, "All right, well, just come back home." And we're like, "Nah, we're gonna take a couple days off and relax here. We'll be on the
Yeah.
road in a couple days."
Oh my
Yeah,
god, dude, I can't imagine.
that was rough, man. So last year, you had mentioned Wicked being one of
Yeah,
your
man.
favorite episodes and one of your favorite movies that had come out. I would
Definitely.
have I would have to say that the kaiju, my little bread and butter baby, what was definitely one of my favorite episodes.
I had
Uh,
so much fun asking you questions on that one. I could tell that you were absolutely, completely like
oh yeah,
tuned in and
dude,
turned on, dude.
I was man, and it goes hand in hand with with one of my favorite movies that came out last year, which was Godzilla -1.
I almost watched it again
Such
last
a
night.
great movie, such a damn good movie. Did you like that video I sent you a little bit ago?
Yeah. I did, man. I
For
did it, and
those who
I'm.
don't,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go.
I was saying I'm looking forward to getting back into the kaiju's with you and exploring some of the other monsters in the different areas, which is going to
Yeah,
be hopefully we'll get to one of those sooner rather than later in 2025.
we'll definitely get to that. We have a few other things that I'm looking forward to getting back into.
Yeah.
Like our old NES to VHS.
Oh yeah. Got to get into the
I
90s.
Yeah, got to move into the next era. That's one that I definitely want to get back into. Let's see here. Um, where was it? There was another one too that we start. Oh, so like when we did like the horror videos,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind getting back into some horror movies because there's just we talked about different genres, but then it would be nice to go into actual more some more of some of the actual horror flicks.
I got you, man. And
That's another one I wouldn't mind getting back into.
I was looking at I was looking on IMDb at movies that are going to be coming out next year or this year. Sorry. There's a ton of horror movies that are coming out and coming to movie theaters too.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can mention or we can talk about some of those too, because like I'm not a horror guy. Anybody who knows me or has watched us,
Yeah.
I'm very surface level with the horror. So I am looking forward to talking with you about topics that you really dig your teeth into, because I had so much fun talking horror with you and talking Godzilla with you or kaiju's.
I'll tell you one of the ones that I haven't seen yet. We were going to go see it, but we've just been putting it off. Skarsgård's new Nosferatu. I've heard so many damn good reviews about that movie that I really want to see that.
Me too. I do too.
And another thing that I'm really interested in seeing, and in case you don't know this, your unboxing video currently has 44 views.
Oh, okay, good.
We have a lot of that's looking back here. A Week in Geek 16 has 3 views.
Yeah.
Your unboxing has actually done better than the last 2 videos we had come out combined.
I know.
The Christmas and Week in Geek 18 got 8 and 7. So that being said, with your first unboxing video coming in at 44, I think we've got some potential there. And to be honest, I'd like to see some more unboxing videos.
Well, I actually do have some planned. I have my next 2 unboxing videos that I'm going to record this Monday, and hopefully we can figure out where would be a good time slot to drop it in the week. So I do have 2 coming up. Ross Con has been good to me this year. So
what is Ross Con?
Okay, so Ross Con in the toy community, right, is what we're calling these toys that are coming to Ross that are like just insanely cheap. So
okay,
kind of
that makes sense now.
Yeah,
I saw a Facebook post where guy was talking about Rosscon, blah blah blah, and I'm like, what the fuck is Rosscon? Yeah, okay, so that makes sense now.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've got 2 things coming up that are from a series of figures I have never even touched before. So it's my first time opening these figures from this maker, and they are outside of my wheelhouse as far as subject matter, but I'm looking forward to opening them. It'll be fun.
Any sneak peeks or teasers or anything like that? If you don't want to share, if that's cool, you don't have to.
I'll give you a little peek. 1 second.
All right, let's see. We'll be back after these messages. I don't have any messages. Do do do. I need elevator music for this stuff. Do 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 do. Do do do. Okay, I see a Ross box. I see a black box. That's all I saw. Look black and white striped. That's it.
It's bigger than my head.
Oh damn. Damn it, boy. I can't see the symbol. Oh, I can't see the symbol. I just want to see what it is. I'm actually pretty excited already just seeing that.
That's just one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to make out the symbol. I couldn't tell what it was. I was like, oh, it's bothering me.
Well, you'll have to watch the episode to find out.
We'll have to see. Wait and see. Thus is the waiting game.
That's one of the things I'm looking forward to in 2025 is getting back into the unboxings. Doing my toy hunt videos again. Maybe.
Which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Well, thank you so much.
I really did. I really did enjoy seeing those.
But I do want to transfer all that stuff that I used to do, and I want to have it here in this home for Ozzy and the Free Talk Geek. I want it under that banner.
Hold on a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just lost a lot of power here.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
We're still recording.
We're still recording. I can edit this part out. That was weird. All my monitors just turned off.
Oh, geez.
So I've got 3 monitors set up. All my monitors, one of my lights over here, and everything literally just turned off.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Okay. So we're still good. Clock's blinking, but I didn't lose, my computer didn't turn off, and we didn't lose internet. So I don't know what just happened, but that was magic. All right.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, it says it's still recording, right? Yep. Time's still
Yes.
going.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. As I was saying, I was just looking forward to doing the unboxings and uh, creating more content for our channel.
And bringing in your other stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Bringing in my other stuff. I'm gonna transfer it over
Mhm.
and have it under there under the under our podcast banner.
So
And
what Ozzy's talking about is one of the things that he was doing privy to the podcast was, he was basically going out scouting out different places, different stores that were kind of local in different towns and everything, and showing off basically kind of a free promotion for them and a pretty fun toy adventure grab for him too. It was actually
Mhm.
really cool to see because I personally, and I know he has, we have always, our biggest dream has always been to create our own comic toy game shop. I mean, essentially, it seems like they're just comic shops, and nowadays, but like a toy shop with the games and comics and just everything that we love. We've that's been like our biggest dream, like more than anything out there has been to own one of these, a store like that. It doesn't even have to be the world's most successful store. Doesn't we don't have We're not looking to be millionaires off of this shit. It's something we've always wanted to do.
I want to be around the people and the stuff that I'm passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, my dream is to do retail.
Eh,
So,
I mean, if you want to put it that way, yeah, mine too.
I mean, it is. I mean, but I have this romanticized idea
Mm-hmm.
of working in a comic book store, working in a collectible store.
And that's
I love going to them. I love seeing them. I love speaking with the people that work there, some of the other customers.
mm-hmm.
Um, to have that and to do that and it be my own is a dream.
And that's been my dream for the longest time too. Ever since me and the wife has been together, we would talk about like our inspirations and different things we want to do, and mine has always come down to the same freaking goal. I've always wanted to run my own comic shop. And again, when I say comic shop, we cover all the genres and all the stuff. Comics, cards, video games, board games, toys. Gotta have toys galore. Like old and new, doesn't matter. I don't care. Let's just get it all in one big place.
No
Three
Barbies and
floors.
no Beanie Babies.
Um. Yeah, definitely no Beanie Babies. I was thinking about Beanie Babies, but I'm like, nah. Because there might have been some cool ones, but I can't think of. There was a bat. There was a bat, and that bat was really cool.
There's a Grim Reaper too.
Oh, well then, I mean, I'll make an exception for that one. uh,
That's the only one I still own.
have you seen the movie Fanboys?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like during the opening scenes of that movie, where he's got the phaser in there, and the guy comes in there and he's asking for the phaser, and he's like, "It's not for sale." He's like, "Well, then why do y'all have it? To suss out Trekkie scum like you."
Yeah. I just watched that scene the other day. I laughed so hard at that. Oh my god. Okay,
Get the fuck out of my store.
I love it. Yeah. I want to tell somebody to just get the fuck out of my store. So bad.
That would just be nice to be able to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get the bad reviews afterwards, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
Nobody reads those anyway.
They really. I mean, I guess they do. But I don't know. I don't. I review items. I don't necessarily review locations. That's just unless it's an Airbnb.
That's an item.
Always check Airbnb reviews.
Oh man.
So
Yes.
going back on some of our videos and everything,
Sure.
let's do a little recap on some of our highest videos.
Okay.
So obviously, we've already mentioned the top three. Wicked at 750. Back for Your Daughter, Chuck. Our Beetlejuice review at 178. Kaiju My Kaiju, the Showa era, episode 1 at 87. Um, and surprisingly enough, this actually makes me feel really good. Our very first episode,
Our X-Men episode.
previously, yeah, previously on X-Men, at 60 views. And surprisingly enough, our second video as well came in at number 5 with 49. Let's get ready to podcast.
Oh yeah, a wrestling episode.
Yeah, let's get ready to podcast. Um, Kaiju My Kaiju comes after that at 45. Unboxing with OZ comes in at 44. And we start dwindling down at 35 with 600-pound Twinkie.
Ghostbusters.
Yep. Our highest rated view for A Week in Geek was A Week in Geek 15.
Okay, one of our more recent ones.
At 18 views.
Okay, these numbers are depressing, but it also reminded me though, like what a 2024 we had. Frozen Empire came out this year.
It did
last year.
Yeah.
How exciting is that? And even on the toy front, the HasLab Ecto One got a
revamp.
Got pre-ordered. It got through. It's being in production. And we know that there's going to be at least one animated Ghostbusters movie and an animated TV show going to be coming out of Netflix. I believe they're going to be coming out in 2025.
Really?
Yeah. So there's going to be more Ghostbusters this year.
So let's see. The most depressing video that we had come out from me, the most upsetting one as far as views goes, was NES to VHS, the beginning. This is where we were discussing where video games took the leap and took the jump from video game platform to on-screen and movie cinemas. And this was 10 views. 10 views. That one was a little upsetting. I'm not going to lie, man.
We put a lot of work on that one, too.
We did. Now our shorts. Jeez Louise. Y'all definitely blew us out of the water here. What we had, one of our videos had 3,729. Thank you all so much. Y'all are the MVPs. And
we really do appreciate it. Yeah, and if you thank you so much for viewing. If you find anything that we do, any of our shorts or any of our podcasts that you do enjoy, please share them. Share them with friends, share them with coworkers, share them with your family members. Just if anything, if you could help us out and getting these views up, we sure would appreciate it. We know that we're not just putting it out there to the void and not going to nobody. You guys are watching it. We really do appreciate it. If you could share it, we really would appreciate that.
And yes, I 100% agree. We don't have a single video on here that has 0 views. In fact, our lowest view is 3. So 3 of you out there, minimum, have at least liked our stuff. So that and from 3 it jumps up to like 7. So and counting us 2, that's probably 2 of the views. But
my kids watch.
Apparently they don't if there's only 3 on the and you know what I mean, and like I said, we're not here for money. We cannot monetize based on what we currently have. We're not doing this because we're trying to get rich. This isn't a cash grab. This isn't a get rich scheme. This is us just wanting to have fun and have, bro out and stuff and bring y'all along with us. That's really all it is. Now I will say we have jumped up to 197 subscribers, almost 200. And that blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie. Thank y'all so very much for that. The fact that 200, almost 200 people have said, "Hey, you know what? These guys aren't that bad. We'll hit that button." Thank
Thank
y'all.
you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Here's to this to the 200 the 200 that subscribe, and may 200 more find their way to our channel.
Or at least three more. Then it'll be 200. But yeah, man. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're if we ever monetize someday, would that be cool? Hell yeah, it would. But it's not really necessarily our end game or our goal here. It's just we're just here to have fun, and I like to go over the reviews and go over everything and check everything out. It's just nice to see, again, not for the money side, but to see, hey, we are putting stuff out that people do want to see. Some people actually are finding us pretty entertaining. Some people, maybe not so much. But hey, you know what? It's not for everybody. There's a shit ton of YouTube videos and everything out there that I don't care to watch.
Right.
So yeah.
I love it. And so one of the things that I do want to talk about is like some of the stuff that's upcoming this year,
Uh-huh.
and some of the things that we're looking forward to getting into this year. Like I know like this summer is going to be big with box office movies with
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four and Superman coming out. Are there any like big tentpole movies, for example, that you're
Ooh,
really looking forward to this year?
man. Off the top of my mind, you put me on the spot like that. My mind just draws a blank. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of movies that I don't even realize they come out until they're usually out.
Right.
Just because I
Watch
don't get on,
trailers.
I don't watch trailers. I don't get on social media all that much. We watch TV. We mostly streaming stuff. I don't get the ads, so I don't see the trailers or previews or commercials. So honestly, nowadays it's very easy to be in the dark about what's coming out.
Right.
Um, I'm a little pumped for to see how Robert Downey Jr. and or Tony Stark becomes Doctor Doom. I'm a little pumped for Secret Wars. Outside of Marvel, there's not much stuff that I'm aware of that might be coming out.
Right.
So,
Well,
what
Jason
about you?
Momoa officially got cast as Lobo.
Okay, so I heard about that. I saw a video where Jason Momoa was basically saying, "You know what? I would be Lobo in a heartbeat."
Yeah.
I mean, I am Lobo. He basically already is.
Yeah.
But he said in that short little interview too that he's like, now there's not a Lobo movie out yet, and nobody has approached me and asked me. But if they did, I would do it in a heartbeat. 2 3 days later, I saw a thing on Facebook saying that Momoa was going to be Lobo. I didn't read into it. I was thinking maybe somebody saw that and this is one of those like scam articles. That's not true. I didn't read too much into it. So I was like, whatever. Half the stuff I see on Facebook, I take with a grain of salt.
Right. But no, he's officially cast as Lobo in the Supergirl movie, and we'll be going
Supergirl?
in the Supergirl movie. So it's going to be in production this year. I'm not sure if it's going to make it to theaters this year.
Damn.
More than likely 2026, but like the perfect casting. Like
it is the perfect casting, but
second only to Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier
yeah,
is
agreed.
Jason Momoa as Lobo. You know what I mean?
Lobo. 100%. I 100 million% agree with you that he is the absolute perfect Lobo. However, I really wish he was getting a standalone. Like, I really wish it was his movie, not him in a movie with, like, not the Supergirl movie, and then Lobo's going to be in it. Hopefully, though, they'll see that, and then it'll get such good ratings just because of Lobo being in it that we might get a standalone.
More than likely.
So fingers crossed.
Okay, well, first we have other steps. We have other steps that's going on. Like
Mm-hmm.
Creature Commandos is on HBO right now,
Yes,
and,
it's
and
already
so
come out.
far reviews are doing really good, and it's doing really well. The main thing that we need that needs to happen is the new Superman movie coming out this year has to be a success. Absolutely has to be a success, or we
Somebody
may
say
not even
Lobo?
get Supergirl. Hmm?
So, she said, "Did somebody say Lobo?" By the way, my cat's name is Lobo. This is my cat. This is Lobo. He's not named after the Spanish word for wolf. He's named after Lobo, the DC comic book character Lobo. He's black and has like a little white streak, but that's my Lobo. He's a crazy little bastard and I love him.
That's awesome.
She heard Lobo.
I hear.
So Creature Commandos. I did see a thing on Creature Commandos too the other day where apparently in one of the episodes, they didn't reveal him, but you can see like the outline. I guess one of them looks up and sees Batman staring down at him through like a glass window up top.
I mean, from what I understand, Batman exists already in this new DC universe. There's just going to be whether or not, when, and how they're going to introduce him.
Yeah, I hope it's Ultimate Batman.
But it hangs on. Oh, bro,
I just want to see that
bro.
chunky.
It reminds me of Bat Metal. You remember those Bat Metal
Yes.
cartoons?
Yes, it was from Death Clock, the band, the show Metalocalypse featuring the band Death Clock. He was doing the cover of Death Clock songs,
Right.
and he had those big lips. He does. He 100% reminds me of that. He also reminds me of if Bane put on the Batman mask instead of that goofy mask.
Yeah.
He looks like Bane in a Batman suit.
Yeah.
Like there was I don't know if it's part of a cartoon or not, but there was even like a reaction from like the Joker, and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And it was the Joker's reaction to seeing Ultimate Batman. He's like, "Your thighs are bigger than me."
Oh man.
shit!
So we'll eventually get to Batman, I'm sure. It does, but like a lot with the new DC EU hangs on Superman. I'm pretty sure you haven't seen the trailer yet.
Actually, I've seen a little bit of it, and I will say this: from what I've seen, this is an actual Superman movie that I'm actually interested in.
Right.
And that's saying a lot because I do not give a shit about DC Universe, especially the white bread boy wonder. Like, I don't care for Superman, and I really want to see this one actually.
Historically, for me, I really haven't either. Superman's been too OP, so
Same thing for Batman for me.
right. It doesn't seem so now. So
Yeah.
we'll see. And we got Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, for God's sakes, in this movie too.
Did you
love
see the picture?
The hair, I love it. I don't care. That's fucking Guy Gardner, dude. That's Guy Gardner, man.
God. I fell in love with that, and the hate remarks too. The best remark that I saw that one person commented about that picture of Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner was the person commented and stating, "Y'all bitch about these people not looking correct to the comic books, and now that they're starting to make them correct to the comic books, you're still bitching. Y'all are just gonna find a reason to bitch regardless."
Yep.
And for what it's worth, he's not gonna look like that. He's making a goofy ass face in that one snap picture that they took too. So I'm like, give me a break. But he does look kind of goofy. But then again, that's what fucking Guy Gardner looked like. He had that bowl cut.
Guy Gardner is a goofy looking son of a bitch.
A ginger bowl cut. Which, by the way, for you, I've been doing a little bit more research into the Lantern world,
right,
and stuff. And there's one point in time, I don't remember which guy it is, in which he actually gets like all 6 rings or something like that. And he actually wields all the rings and becomes a white lantern.
Kyle Rayner.
Okay, so I see. I've been reading up a little bit more just for you, and then I found out that there was an actual original Lantern who was like platinum or white colored or something like that too. I was reading up a little bit on that. So I was doing a little bit more research and stuff, into the DC universe.
Yeah.
And I also came across another thing that I found very interesting.
That Nova Corps is a knockoff of Green Lantern.
Shut up, we don't talk about that. I read something the other day. Apparently it's non-canonical, but there was a multiverse in which to get Bruce Wayne out of his depression, his butler took on the persona of the Joker and apparently was the Joker the entire time. Alfred was the Joker in this universe.
Ooh,
Whenever Batman would get severely depressed and everything and start going on stuff, he would hire like these subpar villains like the Riddler, who is just no superhero, no supervillain. He's just a smart guy. He would hire different supervillains to go around and do stuff to pull Bruce Wayne, Batman, out of his depression. And eventually he himself became the Joker to pull him out of his depression.
what is that called? What is that? I want to
I
read that.
I don't know. I can look it up for you, but again, apparently this is like a multiverse theory
That's
thing, so it's a non-canonical series. So
that's fine. One of my favorite comic books that I have is Batman as a pirate. So let's go. I don't care.
let's see.
So there is happenings for DC. They're going into production with lanterns. Um, like I said, a lot of stuff hangs on the Superman. So if we want to see lanterns, if we want to see Jason Momoa as Lobo, we're gonna have to go and see Superman.
So apparently in this comic book, it was released during Batman's funeral that Alfred created the identity of the Joker to antagonize Batman, presenting himself as the Dark Knight's greatest villain. Um, Trying to figure out which series this takes place in.
So just a one shot.
Batman's Rogue Gallery. Let me see.
The surprising thing that happened in 2024
Uh-huh.
was the Agatha Harkness TV show that came out on Disney Plus.
Okay.
That one, it was called Agatha All Along. That show actually took me by surprise. Such a fantastic, fun little show. What I enjoy about Marvel's series is that it's just they're a little tongue in cheek. They're fun. They don't take themselves too seriously. Absolutely enjoyed watching that show. Another thing that came out last year and is ending this year is Skeleton Crew. Have you started watching Skeleton Crew yet?
I don't have Disney.
Oh, that's right. You don't have Disney. Man,
So what
Skeleton
are
Skeleton Crew has been an amazing piece of Star Wars. I've had so much fun. I'm grinning ear to ear watching. It's like it's Peter Pan in Star Wars, and it works. It's so fun, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let me read this to you real quick. Let me read this article.
Sure.
It says iconic DC butler Alfred Pennyworth once proved just how much he cared for Batman by giving him an arch enemy, creating and becoming the Joker himself. There have been many stories diverging from the mainstream canon of the DC universe as depicted in Elseworlds,
Mm-hmm.
as well as in more recent stories such as Dark Knights of Steel. However, a lesser known alternate story contained a twist that forces readers to consider what they knew about Batman during the funeral for the fallen Cape Crusader when his friends remembered his heroic life he led. Similarly, Batman's Rogue Gallery reminisces about their encounters with the Dark Knight as well as the multi part storyline. Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader began with Batman number 686, written by Neil Gaiman,
Mm-hmm.
with
Oh,
art by Andy Kubert, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair, featuring the twist about Batman's most trusted ally, Alfred, and his most hated foe, the Joker. So starting at Batman 686, if you start reading those, again, it's non-canon, but that's where you get the storyline of Alfred being the Joker.
That is wild. And what a wild story that you expect something like that to come out of Neil Gaiman.
Right, right. And the art to it, the art's amazing. I do love the art for that. That from what I've seen so far.
Oh, I have to add that to the reading list for 2025.
Yep.
Speaking of reading lists for 2025, dude, there are so many comics that are coming out this year.
Yeah.
So much new stuff is happening, and just in X-Men alone, it just keeps rolling. And so many Spider-Man books too. Um, I'm I've got it. I've got to start reading again, but I'm so looking forward to it.
What's that new one too? The Amazing Spider-Man, or is
Friendly
it
Neighborhood Spider-Man?
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? I've been seeing a lot of people talking about that too. So
All right.
I'm gonna have to read that one.
2025 may be the year that I get back into picking up floppies.
It might be ours too, because the missus even told me she wants to get together my old comic book stand, and this isn't anything for sale or anything. It's just that when we first got together in our first apartment, I literally had went to a secondhand store, and I bought a comic book display stand. Like if you were to go into a comic shop, and check out comic books and stuff, it was like 5 levels, and it could hold each level could hold, I think, like 8 comics, and I would put like 10 in each spot or so, and I still couldn't fill it up, but still. She said that once we're moving to this new house, that she wants me to get another comic stand and start displaying my comics. And
That's
once I
awesome.
start displaying them, I might have to start picking up some comics.
I've got a couple that I have just for the artwork, just put them on a frame.
Yeah.
I've got a new um, book over here that's just it's Cable versus Ghost Rider, and the artwork on it just looks amazing. So I gotta get it, man. Those things are those. The cover art is what it is. It's fucking art, and
Yeah.
I can absolutely appreciate that. So that's cool, man. I can't wait to see that. You gonna get yourself a little man cave going?
Oh yeah, we've already got it planned out. I'm going to have basically this studio is going to be in its own room, rather than off the kitchen, having to cover the kitchen up underneath the Walking Dead big tarp there. That's the reason that's there, by the way, is because if I don't have that up there, you can see into the kitchen. So I will have my own room. She wants me to make one of the walls covered in all of our Lady Death comics. So we have a whole bunch of Lady Death comics, which it's a little bit of Lady Death, Purgatory, and Evil Ernie. Evil Ernie's so fun.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have like our own little wall for her, because that's her stuff too. She loves the Lady Death.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh, she loves Lady Death, and Lady Death, and she's got all the Lady Death lunch boxes and everything. She loves Lady Death.
Oh, what studio? The Boss Fight? They put out some Lady Death figures, man.
Oh, did they?
I think it's Boss Fight. They look good too. Like they have Lady Death, they had Purgatory, Vampirella, or not Vampirella. Yeah, Vampirella.
Vampirella.
Yeah. They're
Um,
awesome. 112 scale
I've
figures.
I've actually got a couple of old figures from Purgatory from when I was in Arizona that I got signed by Brian Polito at Atomic Comics in Arizona.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah. So you said Boss Fight?
I think it's Boss Fight. They're not a sponsor. You can go to BBTS and look them up there. I think I've seen them there.
I'll look this up later. It's taking me into a whole bunch of stuff right now. But yeah, Coffin Comics, I like them. They're pretty good stuff.
As Dynamite publishes those, right?
What? No, Coffin Comics is Lady Death. That's Brian Polito's comic company.
No, but isn't it published by Dynamite though?
I think some of the older stuff might have been, but now it's all official Coffin Comics.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, Brian Polito separated from them. I can't even tell you when, but it's been a long time now. He's all over Kickstarter. He has this girl that dresses as Lady Death and does all the promotions and everything with them. Like she's
Nice.
officially part of it. Originally, she was just kind of like a fangirl that does cosplay. Now she's like his official go-to girl for Lady Death, look alike and everything. It's this whole big thing now. It's pretty cool.
That's amazing, man.
But
Well,
yeah,
are you planning on going to any cons this year?
I did talk to the missus. We are planning to go to Comic Palooza.
Okay.
So San Diego Comic Con, maybe someday. That would be wonderful to actually go there. But that's way far beyond. But Comic Palooza that comes here, we used to go there a lot. We used to vend for there back when I was with the Houston Zombie Walk.
Mm-hmm.
But we never really got to actually attend the event because we were always having to work and we could only go out for like 40 minutes at a time, which isn't enough time.
No.
But this coming year, we actually talked about it. We got a group of friends together that are talking about going there, getting a hotel, staying the night. They actually have a hotel that connects to the convention center, George R. Brown. So you can just, cross right over and go over to it. So we got that in the plans for this year.
Excellent, dude. That's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome.
I'll make a con somewhere, somehow, someday around here.
Do they have any big conventions like that there?
There's a couple little ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's a surprising amount of anime fans in this area, and I'm wondering if it's just because it's a college town or what. Like it's more anime, and it's fine. It's just not my bag.
Yeah.
But they'll have
that's
like
on the
wrestlers.
list.
That's true.
That is on the list.
That's true. We do want to do
Netflix anime.
Netflix
is
anime.
on the
Netflix
list.
has put out some great anime. But yeah, that's going to be one of the things we get to, and like I'm looking forward to it. This 2025 is my favorite number in the whole wide world. So I am super excited to see what 25 brings to me personally and brings to us as a show, and to everyone that I love.
Hey, one of the videos we got to make is our first video we ever made and never aired. Do you remember what that video was?
I remember doing it. It was a show and tell episode, wasn't it?
About
collectibles,
collections, and collectibles.
Right.
That was we've never shown y'all this video, and we probably never will. It was pretty rough.
It was pretty rough. I like the idea. Timing wise, I can't really get to my collectibles at the moment.
Oh shit! Neither can I. It's all packed up.
Right.
Half my stuff is all that. Look at this. This is looking pretty empty back here behind me. It used to be completely full.
But we'll eventually get there, and I like to do a full show. I would even like to do like maybe a video of our collections and some of our favorite pieces, just standalone for each room that we have. I think that would be a lot of fun.
That would be pretty neat. God, we would spend an hour alone going over all your figures.
Yeah.
This guy has so many figurines. Like it's impressive and depressing at the same time for me because I want that many figures.
I just got 2 more today.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, Tess went to the flea market and got me a couple figures that I didn't have. They were loose, and I love them. One of them is they're called BC Bikers. And
Bikers.
It's a dinosaur that's like wearing a leather jacket and jeans. And well, here, hold on.
I'm looking at them right now.
No, I'm gonna put it up on camera just a second.
Oh, dude, those are actually pretty cool. They got like they got like a pterodactyl one. They got a triceratops, and they are exactly what he just said. They are they're wearing jeans. This one's got a red biker jacket and goggles, and they're riding motorcycles. I've never seen anything like that. That's pretty awesome. This dude's got a mohawk. Looks like a stegodon with a mohawk.
Yeah, I discovered those when I was going down the rabbit hole for Biker Mice from Mars.
Yeah, which they just recently released.
Which those figures are amazing.
Dude, I want them so bad, but shit, I just we with moving and everything,
I
we've been
know.
in such a money pit right
I
now.
know.
I want those biker mice from Mars. They look so cool. All right, which
I,
one did you get?
I
Okay.
caught him on clear. All right, I caught one of them on clearance
Oh
already.
yeah,
Yeah, I got Mondo. Um,
green, red, or black jacket?
None.
Oh, none of those. No, I meant the BC biker.
Yeah,
Okay, which one did you get then?
purple.
Oh, I didn't see. Oh, there he is, and he's got a purple motorcycle too. That's awesome. I love it.
So
That's
fun.
so cool.
It's fun. They're
Did it,
tiny. They're like
but it didn't come with the bike.
no.
Oh,
The bikes are really cheap.
yeah,
Like they're like so. I don't expect to see unless it's out of the box. I don't expect to find any of the bikes complete
yeah.
or anything like that. I just thought the figures are neat. They're a little bit smaller than Ninja Turtle. Um, but like I said, followed on the rabbit hole. They're not based on any cartoons or any comics or anything like that. They were just anthropomorphic
Yeah,
dinosaurs that are bikers.
and it looks like there's four of them. It
Right.
looks like there's four of them. One with a green jacket, one with a black one with a red one, and then you got the purple one. And each one has a bike matching its color. And that one almost looks like a Sportster that he's riding.
Yeah.
That
That
is
is fun.
cool.
And with my unboxings that I have coming up, I've been feeling a little 80s nostalgia, but not
Oh
for the
yeah.
toys from the 80s, but the properties from the 80s. And I am going to have an 80s shelf, and it's going to include this guy right here.
I pity the fool.
Peter Fool.
Good. Damn, that's a beefy Mr. T, bro. He looks kind of spooky.
WWE Elite Mr. T. This was
That's dope.
yeah.
Pretty posable too.
Oh, the elites are super posable, man, with ankle and toe.
So, did Mr. T ever do wrestling?
Dude, he was on WrestleMania.
I
Him and Hulk
never saw
Hogan.
that.
Oh yeah, dude.
All
Yeah.
right, so I am looking up because you got me totally curious uh, about these the BC Cruise or BC bikers. So on the back of it on the card,
Mm-hmm.
there's a part that you can cut out. Each one of them has a license that you can cut out and save.
Yeah.
His dyno license, it's got a Class D license. It says name, scales,
Nice.
and his description, like his biker name, he's the Deaf Dude, DEF, the Deaf Dude. There's Tar, the green jacket, and he's the leatherized leader. Crank, the maniac mechanic. Uh, Rev, the wild rider, and Scales, the deaf dude. So you got the deaf one.
I'll take it,
Uh,
man. He's awesome.
Apparently, he's 5'7" and weighs 245 pounds, and he's 99.9 million years old.
Easy.
That's just so cool to have all of that. That's so cool. Like toys back then are way better than toys nowadays, dude. I mean, they were so creative.
Yeah, he's gonna go on my biker shelf. He's gonna go
Uh,
right next to my Ghost Riders. He'll be right in there.
Pendragon Studios, never heard of them.
Mm-mm.
Packaged and printed in Hong Kong, but it's made. It says the design by Pendragon Studios.
This
Uh,
is 1990.
Street Kids.
Yeah, 1993 Street Kids, China.
Yep, Street Kids. Never heard of Street Kids, but I'll tell you get a chance. I'm sure you, if you went down this rabbit hole too.
I have.
The pictures, it's so awesome. Like
I have. They're
it
fun.
actually has a very Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle feel to it.
I must, yeah. Like that was the time though. It was like everything with the success of Ninja Turtles. This is probably would be an episode all to itself. Is all the other anthropomorphized stuff that came out around then? You know, with Battle Toads, even Earthworm Jim.
What were the fighter trolls?
Yeah.
Remember the fighter
The
trolls?
Good Luck Trolls are fighters. even
Yeah.
like
Then they were all jacked up like wrestlers.
Street Sharks, Wildcats.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's all because of the success of Ninja Turtles, and everybody wanted that Ninja Turtle money.
Yep.
Even Biker Mice from Mars.
Yep. There you go. That's an episode. We need to do a deep dive on some vintage toys and stuff like that.
That'd be fun. Find an old
Yeah.
line and just explore it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be dope, dude. I'd love to see do that. I would love to hear what y'all want to see in the future. If if anybody sees this and comments and everything, I would love to know what y'all want to see. What do y'all want to hear us talk about? Like, is there anything specific that we have mentioned you want us to go dive deeper into it? Anything like that? Come on, let us know.
We sure would appreciate it. Well, I think
Woo. Swallowed it wrong.
okay.
Crazy.
I think with that, I think we should probably wrap this episode up.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say thank you so much again. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for viewing. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you can, share us. Thank you so much. We're all across social media, OATFTG, OZ and the Freak Talk Geek. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. We sure would really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man. And yeah, the end. Love y'all and have a great time.